All right, what's up, guys? So I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. So this is the Osmo Pocket 3, okay? And I tried to start an ultrasound or freaking live stream. How did I say ultrasound? And it shows that it went through, but I have actually no clue. So if any of you guys join up later on and you saw a notification that I went live, let me know. Because it was just kind of weird. It didn't tell me. Like didn't show comments or didn't go to the YouTube app. It just said live on this screen, which is kind of weird. But hey, this thing is gonna really promote like better videos for me. I mean, it's just crazy the quality that this thing has for being so small. Like, I mean, the size of my hand. It's absolutely crazy. So expect that. I was gonna record a video, which I probably will end up recording a video. Throughout this thing or whenever I actually figure out what I want to pair. But right now, I was like, you know what? We're just gonna start a live up. Fed last night. I was going to record the feeding and stuff on YouTube Live, but it was just too much work. So I'm gonna have to figure out another way to do it. But I need to go through and figure out what males and what females I want to pair, and then kind of ultrasound to kind of figure out who's gonna be first. Because I don't really know. I didn't really pay attention last time I ultrasounded. I just kind of did it, which was stupid. But now, I mean, every single female in here is bull wrapping. I mean, they're all ready to go. So we're going to see who gets the first lock. The stranger male has been chilling over here for, I don't know, probably a week or so. So he's ready to go. He didn't take a meal last night, which kind of sucks because I was hoping that he would take another meal. But this yellow belly spot nose stranger het clown posset monsoon took two, so really excited to have him going well. But yeah, so we need to figure out who we're gonna pair him to next. He's gonna go to all these girls because we don't have another male for the puzzle stuff. So Cora's laying in the way, literally right in the middle of the room. Typical. But I mean, we've got. Let's see here. Just for the het puzzle combo stranger, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's got 9 females alone, and that's not even including what's growing up in the holeback racks over here for this the other puzzle stuff. Like we just held some nice females, like this really wacky looking het puzzle female. She's getting up close to 1,000 grams. They won't probably go this season, but he's got 9 girls to go to, which for him, he doesn't eat like the other stranger or any of the other males I have. For us, he just does not eat very well on a schedule. He likes to eat on his own time, which is cool and all, but when he starts breeding, he goes off food, which is why I had to move him to the freaking tiny tub. And of course, he ate once and didn't want to eat again. So that being said, it's going to be a shit show trying to get him to go to 9 girls. Every girl may only get 1 or 2 locks max, but it's just something we're going to have to roll with because I was talking to Jonathan last night, and we kind of both agree that the monsoon for us this season and even next season is really where all of our quote-unquote funds are going to. So we can't really go out and spend 4 to 5 grand on a hypo puzzle mill or something else, or even 8 grand on a DG het puzzle mill right now because we just don't have the funds. Everything's going to be going towards the monsoon, which I think we're both okay with because we have some nice projects there. So let's see, I gotta get you guys set up. I just freaking love this thing. I cannot wait until I actually figure out how to use it. So we're gonna get y'all set up on this over here. And we're basically just going to go through, pull some females. Probably going to have to clean a few tubs too. Like I said, I figured I might as well just live stream this because I kind of live stream everything now, which, for me, why not? I mean, if not, then nobody's going to see it. And I'll still do the videos like I always do. Let's see. Probably going to start. Who do we want to start with? I'm going to start with this girl right here. So she actually, she only laid 3 for us when she laid early this season. But I think I ultrasounded her last week or the week before, and she had like over 15 millimeters. Crazy already. So we're going to start with her. We're going to put you guys up on here. And we're just going to go from there. So let's see here. Sorry for the screen at the moment, but I'm trying to get everybody set up. That way you guys can see something. I probably should have done this in landscape, but who really cares? Again, this is not life or death. This is just gonna be a little live. Gonna give you guys a little bit more insight. I go ahead and turn this guy off. It's freaking cool. You just do that and it's off. The gimbal goes back into place. This is like an attachment. So literally you just pull this, pull that off, and then that's the actual size of it, which is freaking wicked. That right there, smaller than my hand, can record like 4K 130. I mean, it's crazy. And it's got I got like one of those little wide lens filters on it. Pull that off, and you just come over here, which is pretty cool. You can take this and it just clicks right back on there. Magnetic, so you don't lose them, which is really cool. And then you just come in here. I think it's put it down like this actually. Oop. Still trying to figure this thing out. Like that. Pretty sure, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, like that. So literally, now it's in a little handheld box basically. It comes with a mic too, which is pretty cool, so it's gonna make the videos a lot better. Oop. But little mic that I can put on my jacket or whatever I'm wearing the day, so that way you guys get better audio when I'm walking around picking up snakes and not looking at the camera. Classic. We're gonna turn this down in here, I'll tell you that, because it is a little toasty in this room. All right, so ultrasound's over here already. Let's get it set up. Like I said, I should have done this whenever I was actually ultrasounding before, but you know me, didn't do it, so now we're stuck doing it now after the fact. Plug this in, grab the foot pedal, the old trusty foot pedal that saves the day. Come in here and plug this in, this. There we go. Probably not gonna be the best angle, but it is what it is for now. Put this up here. We got some cold air blowing. I saw something that Bob Vu did the other day. So he basically, which I mean, he has a lot more snakes than I do, but he took his ultrasound gel. Superstar, did you message something? What's up, dude? How's it going? Anyway, he takes his, hey, Merry Christmas, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for stopping in. But he took, Bob Vu did this, which I think I'm going to do it. Not right now, because we're not going to ultrasound a ton of girls. But what he did is he went and took, like, let's just say, for example, this bowl right here, and he filled all of his ultrasound gel into the bowl, so it was like overflowing. And instead of having to go in, you know, like I do, and put a bead on it every single time, he literally just whoosh, and then puts it on a snake. Which, I mean, that's all you need. You just need it to be covering, you know, this sensor right here. So literally, he just, you know, has a bowl like this, and I'm sure he probably puts a top on it so it doesn't go bad. It's ultrasound gel, you know, it's not going to go bad as long as you don't get a bunch of crap in it. And he just ultrasounds the snakes and puts it in there, checks the snake, does it again, checks the snake. So it's pretty cool. And I think, honestly, you know, why not? Because I have a lot of it. We're going to try it. So we're going to take one of these right here. What's up, Derek? Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate y'all stopping in. Like I said, I figured why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to come in here and work on the snakes, I've got Wi-Fi now. I pay $120 a month for Wi-Fi. Why not give you guys every bit of info and let you just come and hang out, you know? I mean, why not? Because if not, I was going to be doing this anyway. I'm going to have to come down here and ultrasound these snakes and figure out pairings, regardless if y'all are watching or not. So I figured, you know, why not help everybody? And you guys, if you want to join in, cool. If you don't, cool. It still goes on the channel at the end of the day. So, you know, people scroll through the channel and want to watch a video and they see something they want to watch, boom, they can watch it. So why not? All right, so we're going to try it. I feel bad for doing this. You know what? We're just gonna put this whole rest of this thing in there. Oh man, why do I feel like I'm wasting money right now? Even though I don't think I am. We're gonna try it anyway. I hope Bob Vu is right. Oh yeah. All right, we're just gonna call it. We're gonna put this up and we'll try to get them later because there's still some more in there. So we're gonna give it a shot. See what happens. Ultrasound gel in the little thing. Now let's run over. So I will give you guys some tips. If you're a one-man show like me, you don't have multiple people to help hold cameras and do everything. This is actually the foot pedal, so it goes down by your foot. I actually like sometimes end up using it as a hand pedal. Like I'll just put it over here to the side, and when I lay the tub down right here, sometimes it's easier just to tap it with my hand to freeze this ultrasound screen. Just, I don't know, it seems to be a little bit easier. See if that is a little bit easier for you guys to see. I think so. Hey, what's going on, Ken? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we showed off this freaking wicked little Pocket 3 that I picked up. DJI Pocket Osmo, I think, or whatever the heck it's called. Pretty wicked. I can't lie. It's gonna really upgrade the videos for the channel. I did a YouTube live with it just to kind of see. I don't know if any of you guys saw it on your feed. If you had the notifications turned on, you let me know if you did. It didn't show up like an actual live, like you just said you're live on YouTube. It didn't let me see the comments, so I didn't want to go through with it because at the end of the day, I didn't know if it was actually working. Yeah, happy holidays, everybody. It's Christmas Eve. Hope you guys have some cool plans. If not, then just sit back, relax, and watch some snake content, you know? All right, so we're going to start out. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I didn't think this through. Let's start with this girl. I'm going to see if I can figure out how I'm going to make you guys be able to see everything. Which I don't know how it's going to happen, but we're going to see. And she's going to go crazy in typical snake fashion. We're going to have to put it down on the ground for now. So, right here, you guys can see quite a bit of everything. This is the GHI Yellow Belly Puzzle Female. Like I said, she laid for us, but she only laid 2 eggs, and only one of them ended up making it. So I was like, I wasn't thinking much about her. And I'm pretty sure when we ultrasounded her last week or whenever I did the ultrasounding live stream, she had some good follicles. So let's try this method. Oh, dude, that's freaking, okay. Yeah, now I see why he did it. All right, here we go. Let's see. There they are right there. There's a bunch of them in there for sure. Okay, like that. Set this down. Wipe her off. We said, guys, what we're going to be doing is going through ultrasounding the puzzle project females, and then we're going to go ahead and measure. I'm going to write down what they are. So we're going to go measure. Go up. That looks like the biggest follicle set. That's about 9 millimeters. So didn't really plan this like I should have, but there should be a little pen and paper somewhere in here. At least I thought so. Let me look around real quick. Well, jeez, the joys of doing this by yourself. So joyful. What I would do to have somebody like local that I could call up and we could work on this together. Content would be 10 times better. Let's do the black. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put her up real quick. And then we're going to write this down. Oh. So this is what makes it hard. Like, it's not the snakes and cleaning and feeding and taking care of everything. That's easy. The hard part is filming content for you guys and making it look halfway decent and not be retarded. Yeah, right? It's freaking awesome. Sarcastically awesome. All right, let's go ahead and just put this down over here. But it gives you guys a real life insight into owning snakes and trying to do it all on your own, you know? So I'm gonna go GHI Yellow Belly we're gonna do 9 millimeters, like that. So we're gonna write that down, put that up here. That's one, okay? So now let's go ahead and freeze that off. Let's grab the next girl. Again, I'm gonna ultrasound and then we're gonna go through it and I'm gonna pull this off the tripod and show you guys, you know, who I'm gonna pair first and talk a little bit about it. Let's go next up. Right here, this girl's been really heavily invested on the cold side. We're gonna see if I can not get tagged here and take her out so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Oh no, oh, this is gonna be bad. I can already tell you right now. So right now, this next girl up is a pewter phantom het puzzle. She's been really invested, like I said before, on the cold side of the tub. So expecting some good things from her. Let's see what we can get a hold of here. Come on, girl. I'm gonna need you to relax just for a second, please. There they are right there. A little bit hard to see, but that's them. So it's easy enough. I'm gonna take her, wipe her down like that. And we're gonna put her up. We'll come measure. This is one of the clutches that we're really excited about to have. Like I said, all these girls just now started. You know, I guess the past not even month on the cold side, so not expecting anything crazy, but for me, for us here, this is nice. Set. So about 8.6. So we'll go down here. I'm just gonna put pewter phantom. I'm gonna do 8.6 millimeters. That's one. Okay, and let's go to the next one. Hey, what's going on, Patrick? Thanks for stopping in. Anybody want to ask any questions in the chat or anything, feel free. I'll take a look, you know, kind of periodically. So that's like I said, if you guys have anything you want to know, go ahead and drop it. I'll do my best to answer it, at least to my knowledge anyway. All right, next up right here, this girl's pretty wicked. Oh, you gotta love this. This is why I always check snakes after I eat, or after they eat. She didn't eat the rat. She just constricted it and decided that she wasn't gonna eat it. And if you guys know, if you would have went out of town right there and you would not have checked your snake, you would have came back home to a very smelly snake room. So that's why it's always good to check your snakes after you feed, regardless if you think they ate or not. Because last night, she struck that meal. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. She's got that. Nope, didn't eat it. All right, so here we go. Next up, this girl is definitely gonna try to get me, so we're gonna try to do the same thing, but yeah, I don't trust that. Let's see here. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's not like often, but you know, sometimes they'll strike just to kill the rat, and they don't want to eat it, and just got to deal with it. And this girl is a bitch. Like when I say bitch, I mean bitch. And she's thick. Okay, all right, right here. Yep, she's gonna go absolutely berserko. Right here we have a Super Pastel Phantom Mojave Wookiee Pinstripe het puzzle. This is the girl that Jonathan sent over, and she ovulated in the bag from the previous owner. So we're gonna see if we can do this. I'm telling you, this trick makes a lot easier, I can't lie. So let's see there. Get over here, probably right in there. There they are. Right. That's the best we can do. Put her back. Put her back in the rack. All right, Cora, come on. You got to watch out. You're laying like right there. I'm gonna end up stepping on you. All right, so come over here. This girl has actually been paired once, so I kind of figured she'd have a little bit bigger. Right about 10 10 millimeters. So we're just gonna do super pastel combo. We're just gonna do 10 millimeters. So that's her. Like I said, she has been paired once. So wasn't expecting. Yeah, dude, I mean, so I sent everything to Jonathan, besides this girl. Because this girl, as you saw, she just shit last night after she ate. But this is the only female that we have left from that clutch. Look at this. I sent everything else to Jonathan, and there were some crazy ones in there, if you guys remember, from that mom I just showed you guys from this past season. And she was bred. We found out she was bred to a pastel Wookiee het puzzle het hypo. So there were some really crazy dark animals in there, and then there were some that came out almost like the mom. But look at this. I mean, and look at the belly. I mean, just absolutely crazy. Look at the sides on that snake. So we have no clue what this is. How long should I give my male break in between pairings? He's eating great and locking every time. You need to give him, so my rule of thumb is, and I've said this in previous lives, I do one lock once a week. So my male will go in for 3 days to a female's tub, and if he locks or not, he'll stay in for 3 whole days, regardless if he locks or not. He gets out of the tub, he gets about a 2-day rest. He gets a meal. So basically that's 1 week, you know, so I usually do a lock a week with a male. That's just how I kind of end up coming down to it. You never want to throw your male in too soon, because you got to think a male's, it's all about the sperm. You know, if his sperm isn't ready to roll and you're just pairing him up, bang, 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 he's not going to really give you good locks. It's going to be pretty much dry locking. So my rule of thumb, 3 days in, regardless if he locks the female or not. The female gets a whole month break. So don't pair your females more than once a month. And the male usually gets about a week. You know, it's anywhere between 5 to 7 days, especially depending on how the male is. If the male eats regularly, then maybe closer to 5 days. If he doesn't, I usually give, like this stranger over here that I'm going to be throwing to these females that I'm ultrasounding right now. He gets about a week to a week and a half between every lock, because he doesn't like to eat in between. He goes off food for months at a time. So it's hard, you know. I mean, you gotta play it by ear, really. It's one of those things. So next up, super pastel Lester het puzzle. This female's bowl wrapping. She didn't eat last night, so we'll see if she isn't gonna try and tag me. I think this is easier. That way, there's more room for me to work. Do this. So we'll come over here just a little bit so you guys get a better view. Okay, so super pastel, lesser, het puzzle female. She's a big mama now. When Jonathan sent her over, she wasn't the biggest snake. Let's see, probably somewhere right around in here. So that's her organ. See that right there? That's an organ right there. So I come down below that. That should be where the follicles are. Should be, yeah. Yeah, there they are. Right there. And as I was telling you guys before about the organs, you gotta know what you're looking for. Those are follicles up on the top. Nothing crazy, but those are follicles. Clean this up. And like I said, most of these girls are just getting started, but I'm doing my best to actually record this now. Because before, I just ultrasounded just to look visually, didn't really write it down. And when they start going, you definitely have to write stuff down when you have a male that's picky, because he can't just go to every female every week, because he's not going to eat some weeks, which for me is almost every week. He goes off food for a month at a time, and then he'll eat a meal. So let's go over here. Nothing crazy. I'm going to say this is probably 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters. Yeah, 6 millimeters, 6.5. So we'll just do super pastel lesser. We're gonna do 6.5 millimeters. So she won't need a lock for a while. If anything, I'm just off of base right now. If we're just talking about these 4 females, The Super Pastel combo, the really crazy one, she'll get the lock next because she's already locked once before and she's building. It's good to kind of keep the girls that are building, you know, have locks the previous month to kind of keep building on that. And let's see here. So we're good there. Next up, it's going to be, we're going to go on this girl. I don't know what I'm going to do with her, to be honest. This last season, she was getting paired to the puzzle project, but I don't think we're going to have, I don't think this male is going to be able to do it this season because he's got 9 girls, so not including this female. Derek, I just kind of, I mean, really before I got it, that was my, quote unquote, like first season, even though it really wasn't a season. And I just kind of visually looked at the females when they started on the cold side of the tub, bull wrapping. I kind of started pairing. And then, you know, I only ended up having like 2 or 3 clutches that season because it was a short season. But after that, I guess I bought the ultrasound, and I cannot recommend it enough. There, I'm telling you, if you are buying snakes, you're spending thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars on snakes, and you want to make money off this, you got to buy an ultrasound. This is Breeder Circle ultrasound. I think I paid like right at like $2,000 or something, but there's cheaper ones out there that you can see. It just, you have to know your settings. So find something that you can go on YouTube and search the settings for, or Google, and then you buy that ultrasound. Because I'm telling you, if I didn't have the settings from Miguel that I saw in his video on this one, I would be lost. Like, it's just kind of how it is. So next up, Inchy DG female. She laid not this season, so I guess not this year, but last year. She did build some follicles up to about 17 millimeters earlier this year. Then she reabsorbed, and now she's back building again. So trying to figure out what I want to do with her. And we'll see. Should be right about, it's the tail, I'm going to say right around in here. Yep. Oh, no, that's her backbone. There they are. Yeah, see, look at this. She freaking reabsorbed, and look at the follicles she's got now. She's got over 10 millimeter follicles, probably, right at it. Like that. Put that over here. Wasn't the best picture, but this female reabsorbed, started eating again, and then 2 months later, she's got follicles. It's just crazy how animals work, man. Freaking nuts. But I gotta figure out what I'm gonna pair her to because she can't go to the puzzle this season, or the stranger het puzzle. She's gonna have to go to somebody else. And really, the only snake that I feel comfortable pairing her to, and not having to worry about it, is the male that we have left over, which is the Pastel Super GHI Chocolate Het Clown. And the only reason that I feel comfortable with that is because the stranger, the other combo Yellow Belly Spot Nose Stranger Het Clown Posse Monsoon, he's going to probably 2 to 3 het monsoon females, and he's going to, you know, probably 2 to 3 visual clown females. So, and he's big now, you know, but I can't just throw him because she was really the only female that produced combos for us. So she went to, where did she go? She went to the stranger, the Pastel Cypress Stranger puzzle. She is a Pastel Lesser, right? Yeah, Pastel Lesser. And she laid, I think it was like 6 or 7 good eggs, and we ended up hitting 2 crazy combo puzzle females that we sold for some good money. So she was kind of the pioneer for the puzzle project for us. And she gets kind of crazy too. But she's really not due to start building for another couple months, but you know, she's already on the cold side, so why not? And she goes nutso. So now, what are you doing? What are you doing? See what I'm saying? This is a one-man operation. You should be grabbing a hold of the dang tripod. You don't want me recording you. Quit. Chill. Let's make this quick. There they are, but they're small. Yeah, they're small. I'm not even gonna worry about doing those because those are tiny, which I said she's not really ready to start building yet, but she just started, so not even worth pairing her right now. Again, she's not due until middle of next year, so wasn't expecting too much. But if you guys have learned one thing from me doing these lives, you gotta ultrasound your snakes even if you don't think they're gonna go, because sometimes they want to go. And speaking of cold side, this is the first time I've seen this female on the cold side this season, because she literally laid not long ago at all. But you know, why not ultrasound if we're talking about the puzzle project? Let's ultrasound. So this female is the what exactly is she again? The yeah, she's the inchy spinner, and she was 66% het puzzle. Okay, she laid 2 eggs because she was smaller than this when she laid. She's like 1,100 grams or so. Laid 2 eggs, and she proved het puzzle with 2 puzzles on 2 eggs. Can you believe that? 2 visual puzzles with 2 eggs proved a pos het. That's wicked. I mean, you don't really hear about that hardly at all. So right up here, I'm gonna check her and see what we got. Yeah, she's got some follicles, but they're just tiny. So nothing crazy there. Not gonna worry about it. They're probably like 4 or 5 millimeters. And like I said, just by taking a look at her, I can tell you she started building again because she's on the cold side of the tub. And snakes usually don't stick on the cold side of the tub because when they're eating heavily, they get on the warm side because they need to digest their food. So, just in true fashion, if you know your snakes, you can kind of tell a pretty good idea. I was about 5 millimeters. Not going to worry about writing that down. I'm not pairing her anytime soon, but I just wanted to check for the sake of it. Next up, this girl right here. She's probably going to be who I end up pairing again. Just guessing, but who knows. She's technically not supposed to go for a little while, but she's been building hard. So right here, Cinnamon, het puzzle. She's already locked once to the stranger. She's actually due for a lock like tomorrow, so that's why I wanted to do this quick live to kind of see what I'm going to be doing. So, let's try it. Let's see. I'm going to say right around in here. Yep. Oh yeah, she's definitely getting the lock next. Look at those follicles. Boom. There we go. Let's check her while we're here on the top of that set. That's about 11 millimeter follicles, so she's definitely getting, as of now, she's getting the next lock, which is, for us here in the puzzle project, this female is going to be huge because she's a big eater. I mean, she's a very thick mama, and she's proven. She laid 2 puzzles for us last season, and she's definitely, she locked that stranger male. Last season, she went to the GHI because the stranger wasn't old enough, really, who was dry locking her, and this season, she is only going with the stranger, and the stranger locked her for a good solid like 36 hours, so it's pretty cool. Next up, what do we have? We have one more girl. I'm gonna write this down before I forget. What was that? Cinny. We're gonna do 11 millimeters. Next, last one that we're gonna do, even though I don't think she's gonna be there, is the sister to the GHI yellow belly, which she has been eating slowly. So this is the sister to the GHI yellow belly that we showed. And last season she didn't want to go for us because she just kind of went off food. This season she's being picky, but she's eating. So I think she's gonna have some stuff, hopefully a clutch this season. So let's check her out. I'm gonna say probably right around there. There they are, but they're not huge. Yeah, they're not big enough to even worry about a pairing right now. That's probably like 6 to 7, if I was to guess. So nothing crazy there. But worth the check. Wipe her off. You always want to wipe your snakes off after you ultrasound, especially if they're in shed. I mean, it's just good to wipe the gel off anyway because you don't want to irritate them. So I think that is going to be it for the puzzle project as far as females go. So that being said, let me go ahead, turn this off for now. Pull you guys off of this. And we're gonna go ahead and grab, which I pretty much knew. So last lock was 11/4/23 for the cinnamon girl. She's got the biggest follicles. She's building. She looks, definitely looks the best as far as what to pair next. We want that clutch really, really good, really nicely. Here we go, right here. This little buddy had a fresh shed, pastel cypress stranger. Het puzzle, really wicked looking snake. And yep, let's see what he does now. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and see what size he is real quick before we do this. So right here, show you guys, and then we'll look after the lock as well. 951 grams before the lock. So after the lock, we'll do another live and I'll show you guys. So what I like to do, doesn't really matter, but kind of hard to do with one hand. I like to get him started in the tub. It's kind of hard to show because, again, one-man operation, but yeah, there we go. I like to get him started in the tub, let him kind of work his way in there. And just, some people just throw him in the tub. I like to let him do his thing. Let him go at his own pace. Let him get introduced in the tub. I know it may not, probably doesn't, yield any different result, but I like to let him just slowly go in, feel it out. Females in the back of the tub. Sometimes you'll get a little tail shake when he gets in, and boom. As you tell, probably will open that tub up in another 6 hours and we'll probably have a good lock. So that being said, guys, that is going to be this little, I guess, live. Like I said, it wasn't much, but I wanted and I needed to ultrasound a few females and kind of see where the puzzle project's at. Again, Cinnamon Het Puzzle had the biggest follicles. Next up was the Super Pastel Phantom Mojave Wookie Pinstripe Het Puzzle female. So she'll probably be locked here in about 2 weeks after this male hopefully gets out of this tub, has a good meal, hopefully. Probably won't, but hopefully he does. He'll have a good meal, and then he'll be thrown into this tub. And then probably here in another 3 weeks, we'll ultrasound again. I'm assuming just by kind of knowing these snakes, this Pewter Phantom Het Puzzle right here, he's going to make a big jump, I think. And as well as this GHI Yellow Belly Het Puzzle female, because they're all eating really well. So I just kind of have to see who makes the next jump in order to know the next pairing, especially when you're dealing with a male that does not like to eat after he locks, okay? A male like, the normal double het monsoon clown or the yellow belly spot nose stranger het clown posset monsoon, this guy right here, when they eat regularly after a lock, I don't worry about it, because as long as they have, roughly 3 to 5 days to digest that food, they're going to go in and they're going to lock again, because they're getting that fuel. Now, with the Cypress Pastel Stranger, like I said, not as much, because he's not going to have that food to kind of help rebuild his sperm count. And probably if you throw him in, he's either not going to lock as soon as, like, let's just say I threw him, let's say he locked this female for 24 hours, okay? If I took him out of the tub, gave him 2 days, he didn't eat, and tried to throw him back in with the Pewter Phantom, I guarantee you he's not going to lock A, or B, he'll lock, but it's going to be a dry lock. It's not going to be an actual good lock, because he's not going to have time to regenerate and kind of, get himself back, I guess you could say. So, that being said, not going to make this live too long, because I'll sit here and ramble all day long. But puzzle project is looking good here, and I appreciate you guys who tuned in and had a good time. And we're going to do this. We're going to keep doing this, guys. I mean, why not? I'm going to be down here regardless doing this stuff. And why not just bring you guys along with the live? And hopefully we can figure out this Osmo Pocket deal. And I can have maybe a different live stream set up on like Instagram or something for you Instagram guys. But yeah, I think Corey and I are going to be heading out. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you probably after the New Year for the next video. And again, peace. Thanks.